A common retirement planning question: should I start taking from my IRA before claiming Social Security in order to maximize my benefit? Well, today I'm going to walk you through a planning case study to show and illustrate the financial impact of this strategy. By adjusting the timing of their IRA withdrawals, Mary and Joe were able to increase their lifetime income, reduce taxes, and build a more flexible, sustainable plan for retirement. If you are approaching retirement and you're nervous about outliving your money, then this video is for you. I'm Lena Armith, financial planner and partner at Sensible Portfolios, where I help real people like you live their ideal retirement following a simple and affordable approach to investing. You may be thinking, hey, isn't it risky to take from my IRA? Doesn't that mean I will run out of money sooner? These are fair questions. We're going to take a look at an example and we're going to run through the numbers together. Joe and Mary are a married couple living in upstate New York. They are both 62, planning to retire at age 64. They're pharmacists, each earning $200,000 a year. They're also disciplined savers and good investors with $2 million each in their 401ks and $200,000 in regular savings. Their home is worth $2 million and it's fully paid off. Now, before building a retirement plan, Joe and Mary intended to retire at age 64. They planned to claim Social Security in that same year at age 64, and they were going to delay IRA withdrawals to age 73. Now, Joe and Mary are nervous investors, and they're very concerned about inflation. So we're going to assume a conservative real rate of return of only 1.5%. With the facts established, let's run a retirement model and figure out what Joe and Mary can spend each year in retirement under these assumptions. Now, the result is complicated. In their early years of retirement, Joe and Mary are what I like to call cash constrained. They only have, according to the model, $46,000 in today's dollars a year available to spend on discretionary spending. This is spending on things like travel, hobbies, dining out, etc. This is the money available after taxes, housing, Medicare Part B premiums, insurance, those fixed expenses. I'll tell you, these New Yorkers are used to spending more than that. They are spending more than $46,000 a year currently on discretionary items. It's not going to work for Mary and Joe. A lot of people think Social Security and IRA withdrawals as two separate buckets. But the truth is the two work together. It should be an integrated approach. In many cases, it can be smart to tap into your IRA into your 60s and delay Social Security until your 70s. Now, of course, there's an emotional pull to taking Social Security as soon as you're eligible. But if you're healthy, the numbers often favor waiting. Ed Slott, who's an IRA planning expert, he refers to Social Security benefits as a renewable resource. The check comes in, you spend it 1 month, and it comes back the next month. And keep in mind, Social Security checks don't drop if the market drops. Let's run another scenario, one in which Joe and Mary do the opposite sequence. They take from their IRA and they delay Social Security. The difference in terms of how much Joe and Mary can spend each year in retirement is tremendous when comparing these two scenarios. By taking IRA withdrawals starting at age 64 and delaying Social Security to age 70, Joe and Mary, they can spend $500,000 more over their lifetime. Now that's like getting another year or so of wages or of pay. In this scenario, Joe and Mary each start taking $85,000 a year from their IRA as soon as they retire. Now, had they delayed those IRA withdrawals until 73 or later, each are going to be required to withdraw $106,000 annually. So what's the tax impact? Well, they're going to pay higher taxes in the short term in this second scenario. But over their lifetime, they're actually going to pay $40,000 less in taxes. The tax savings begin around RMD age when they're in a lower marginal tax bracket. So Joe and Mary have it wrong. Waiting until 73 is less tax efficient. Now let's look at their Social Security benefits. By delaying benefits until age 70, Joe and Mary increased their annual income by about $40,000, adding about $450,000 in total lifetime benefits. And finally, their cash flow problem is solved. In the first scenario, they didn't have enough cash to maintain that same level of discretionary spending in their early retirement years. In scenario 2, they can spend a steady $123,000 or so on discretionary spending each year for the rest of their retirement. Of course, this strategy is not a one-size-fits-all. If you have health issues or you don't expect to live long into retirement, then claiming Social Security benefits early may make more sense. But if you're like Mary and Joe, delaying Social Security and tapping into those IRA funds is going to maximize your lifetime after-tax income. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody who's approaching retirement. And if you want to see whether this strategy makes sense for you, visit me at sensibleportfolios.com. You can schedule a call with me directly. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time.